just pause the music. I want to try something new, and I got to. Who's out there? Who's there? Coffee? Is there Travis Clark? Hello, Mr. Christopher. How are you gentlemen doing? Good evening. Welcome to this fine mess that I have here. I'm going to, can you tell me if mute's actually working? So, we should have mic. Did mute work? Or was that a not working? Was that clap still heard? This mat's a little small, but we're going to go ahead and use it, I believe. Clap was still heard. What about, so I have no control over mute. That worked? Okay. We'll do it that way then from now on. Alright, let's get to it. Let's take a look at this. I'm warming up. What are you gentlemen doing tonight? It's late. I don't know where all of you are, but... Okay, so this is... We got some missing parts. As we've got no buttons, we need a controller as well. Oh shit. Which control did I use? Because I remember I was flipping and flopping parts trying to get a functional controller because I hated the look of the camo. I thought I wanted to use a black one. However, I don't have a black PS4 controller. Okay. I think this is our one. I didn't like the look of this guy, so I believe it doesn't work. Let's find out. We need a cord. What is that? Micro? Oh yeah, we have the shortest micro cord in existence. I think. Is it here? We've got our power cord. That's a B. What is that? C. C. That's a type B as well. Need a charge cord for this controller. And that's my main, what we need right now. And I haven't had anything PlayStation out for a while. And I believe I chopped my last cord. Alright, we'll come up with something here. Late. It's only 16:52 here. It is late, man. That's late for me. I'm getting old. That in the unknowing what I was gonna do. In the not knowing, I guess I should say. plug in. I packed some stuff up, so I think I packed up my short micro cord that would let me charge. I don't know if that one's going to work. We'll find out. It's a long Corsair keyboard. Or USB cable. But if it works, it works. Good evening, Michael. Serge. Who else did I miss? So, allegedly we can only turn this on with a controller because it's missing a button. But I do have buttons here, so let's get this thing fired up. We're going to have to tear it part way apart because I don't have the controller that's paired with it. And we have absolutely no screws. Okay. Can we flip back there? Yeah. Right. Which one of these is for the power? It would almost certainly have to be this one, right? Is there no buttons there? Because are you telling me we don't have a way to turn this thing on? People, I need a way to turn this on because it's missing. It was missing the buttons. We're not getting any interaction. Let's try it. What are you doing? You're hiding people, Chris. Why are you doing that? That's not nice. Yeah, because that would be the bottom one, right? Yes, that's the bottom button. That's the eject, and then this should be our power. However, there's no button there. Alright, well this is known to have problems. We might get rid of the mat. What do we say? Keep it or get rid of it? Yeah, I think we're stuck. I don't think there's any way to turn this thing on with a controller that isn't paired to it. And I don't have that, so under the hood we go further, unless somebody has an idea. Alright, let's go. So, missing buttons, missing screws, put together improperly from what I can see. Alright, we're back. Oh, what a mess. What a flippin' mess. No, this is no, it's not a triple layer. This is a double, it's a double decker, so it's got to be one of the OGs. It's a 1250. It has a rattle. It's a CUH 1215A, so I'm guessing that would be who knows what. I know it is a PlayStation 4 original. We're gonna have to get this out. Fuck it. I'm missing a lot of screws as well, so I don't think the button's in there. I think it's broken off. That's my thoughts, but I could be wrong. We're gonna have to tear the other side of this off too. And are we missing the portable screw hole that goes under this? We are. Sony's great portable. In case you want to move it elsewhere, screw hole. They moved it and lost it. That's great. Can't wait to see what's rattling around in here. Let's go. Let's pop this thing open and see. That's part of a fan blade, I think, or the fan surround. Look at that fan. That's them low profile fins for cooling. Alright, no more parts. Alright, so our eject button is there. Would that kick this? Would that fire this up if we hit eject? I guess I didn't think of that. No. Away we go. Let's continue. Let's see. So as advertised, this needed, or it had a fan problems, which I would call that a problem, and offer a disc. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that as we keep disassembling. I don't think it's going to turn on, honestly, but we'll check. Here, I'll plug it in again. Let's try and feed a disc into it. Because until it actually turns on, I'm not too worried about getting an HDMI lead. What is this thing? PlayStation 4. Ha! Good call, friend. Good call. I'm much not that smart. I don't play these things. I play PC games. Which HDMI lead do we need? I just killed my chat on my monitor on the KVM. Give me a sec here. I gotta get video capture plugged in for this thing. I think we have to go here. Where is it hiding? Port is not turned off properly. Yeah, it's gonna want to shut itself down too, going by that cooling fan. So that's feeding in. It should feed out. There we go. I found one. Now that that is there, let's go back to our other scene. Ha! Okay. PS button to use the controller. Let's see if we can get this one to sync to it. So we have something that'll work with it. Is it? There we go. We got controller support, finally. Uh-oh. We got people's names showing up. Oh well. We'll dox them on this one. Nobody's going to know any of these people unless you're local. I wonder if that's two. I pulled a dumb and hit my input. There we go. Bring it back. All right. So how long till this thing shuts off, do you think, with no fan blades? That disk drive is not healthy. It won't even eject the disk out. So we're stuck somewhere in between. Unrecognized disk. I don't know, did you guys hear the rate at what that fan was going? That was not good. You think it'll keep running? Yeah, in for a service, in to get it working so it'll work again. But I can't even pull a disc. Like, even to get my disc back out or get it to recognize that disc, unless it didn't recognize it in the first place, I've got work to do just to get that far. Fucking A, man. Okay, let's get the disc out so we can actually try and put it in, see if it's going to work. And then we'll get to work on this thing. Yeah, it's in for a service, I guess, if you want to call it that. I wouldn't call it that. I don't know what I would call it, but I would not call it that. What else do we need out of here? Power supply. The fuck? That's not the right kind of screw for that, is it? And get rid of that thing since we're not using it currently. Yeah. Maybe that does go there. Just well, I know the kid that owns this, he wanted it worked on because it won't stay running. So it may run for a while, but as far as I know, it overheats and shuts itself off. And I can see why. We've got no cooling solution there. Alright, which one do we rip it from? The power supply or the motherboard? This is the unfavorable. These cables do not like coming unplugged. Thank you for unplugging, man. We're going to blow that out. That has... Alright, let's do the dumb thing and reach in here with tweezers. So we got a bunch of lint trapped in it, so we'll have to blow the power supply out. Relocate all those animals that are living in there. Our friends. I don't have my big chat window up, I just have the little one. While on the disk image, then eject may be not fully sure. Yeah, no, manual eject doesn't work. I tried it started to eject, but with how slow the disk went in, it was horrible. Horrible, horrible. You'll get to put it on, Michael. I haven't made the second one yet because I don't want to do two of the same design. And what is that? More fan pieces. I actually want to send you something different other than that same design. Possibly the same design, but a different layout. I don't know. Unless you're okay with two of the same design, I can whip up two shirts that are different colors with the same print on. But I mean, that's up to you, man. I just didn't want to send you something silly. And I can't give away that old FIFA disc. Are you crazy? If I give that away, how am I to test other consoles for people? Why is there a screw missing from there? I didn't take that out. But there definitely a screw is supposed to go there. Fucking A, man. Alright, where's the manual eject on these people? Is this the unit that has a screw? Or do I gotta... One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, we're missing a screw there. I definitely didn't take that one out. Am I... Is it right there? Well, manual eject works. We're going to give this thing a good clean. Oh boy. I really don't want to pull it apart to clean the rollers, but we can't really cheat that. I was not looking forward to actually lifting this off of here to get to the rollers. How many screws is it? Too many. Too many for my liking. We're going to blow it and we'll clean it the best we can this way without popping them out of there. Clean up that front. Let's continue on. I still want to know if we have an actual power button or did it get broken off or am I missing part of that button. Because as far as I know, that is the whole button. That's the whole assembly. We're not missing anything. And that's definitely 100% compatible with the 1215A. Fuck. Yeah, we got the manual eject working. This thing has definitely had liquid in it. I don't know if anybody can tell that. Wrong one. This one? Can I bring that up? That is a scary prospect to clean. That almost looks like one of those situations that if you clean it, you're asking for the unit to not work afterward. Basically, asking for the unit to just not work. If you clean that off, it's not that it's corroded, but possibly it'll clean up. I don't know. We'll clean it. We'll see. If it happens to not turn on afterward, well then, I guess we'll be stuck with the bad decision I made to clean it. So the hard drive was stuck in place with liquid too. Like I already pulled it once earlier, but it's sticky. So let's move that away from the edge. I'll be sure to smack that right to the floor if I leave it close to the edge. What is your game? Alright, are we in? The clamp's there. I was hoping, oh my god. We're missing a bunch of thermal pads. I guess we'll have to cut some new ones of those. I don't think they're absolutely necessary. However, give me back my other screen. There we go. What's the consensus, professionals in the chat? Are the thermal pads necessary for all the RAM? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we have half of them there. We have 4 of 8. I said they're there for a reason. I don't think they're as vital as people make out. We're going to put some new ones in of a different color. I just want to get this fan out and hold it and appreciate the mod done to it, that low profile modification. It's that whisper mode fan mod. You can't hear the blades spinning. Fuck. What is going on here? That What else are we missing here? Yeah, the corrosion right along this edge. And look at that in the hard drive bay. Damn, this thing's lucky to be alive. Alright, I still have it on. We gotta bring up the cam link. And here's a good example, I think, of how things can go impressively bad. Yeah, we have the microscope there. When you just get something in, you just start going ahead. Or somebody without much experience would start working on something that isn't familiar with any type of repairs. I gotta move something. I'm at too high of a zoom level. Wrong lens is on. And all that goodness. And then where was that other part? There we go. There's some good looking stuff, huh? Yes, no? I can't believe it's still running. I mean, I do, but I don't. So we're going to clean that up carefully and see what it looks like afterward. Because that's not good. That seems like that could build to possible further problems. Am I wrong? And I don't have a donor board here. That's the only scary prospect of working on any of this is that there is no donor board on site for this particular board. Damn. Let me get caught up on my big chat window before we go to plug this thing back in. Alright, perfect. Now I can see. The round chips get hot. Yeah, I agree. I think they're there for a reason. No way am I sending this through an ultrasonic. Not a chance. I'm not vibrating any of them components off of there. We're going to clean it up very lightly with IPA and a toothbrush and see what we can figure out. But that's just scary that is bad news. Let's look for any other areas on the board quick. We'll go back over to this cam and see if we can see anything else of note to put under. We have that shield. That awesome shield. I hate these things, but we'll put it there and make it look cool. No, that's basically the bad area. That and just along our SATA port, and then this thing. We'll give this a good clean while we're here. The crap on this side. I don't think... We got stupid power prong plugs, and I don't want to make this work off the bench, so... Here's that other area, the one that I said that I don't like the looks of. It's no actual corrosion, just a lot of dirt and dried crap. What do we got? Oh, what do we got here? Just dust in some type of dried liquid. Is that what that is? Alright, let's clean this side and then we'll flip over and go to the other side. Need a prop, man. I need a prop. We're going to use this lovely box that just arrived in the mail today. As the prop to keep the power pins away. And do a little cleaning on this. At least the box came in. It did. Thank you, Mr. Chris. I'll probably actually keep it for propping boards up because it's a good height. I don't think I can still get a scope on it, but it's a good height for the those power pins that stick off of the other side of the PS4 boards. It is a good height. Definitely a good height. I like it. I don't know if everything on both sides looks fairly well attached. I don't want to make people sit and wait for an ultrasonic and the heat up time because I don't actually have it on from today. It does sound like a reasonably good idea now if everything is well attached, and it seems to be. I'm brushing with a soft bristle brush and it doesn't feel like anything's broken loose. There have been no actual crunches while brushing, so you know that crack or crunch you feel when something breaks off a board? Yeah, there's been none of that today. We're getting something a little stronger. Alright, I'm going to take this to, we'll do it on screen. I have a way to do it. I think I have a way to do it. What are you? That's powerful stuff. On the job, sir. Thank you. Did you just block them? I need deleted the message, but naughty bots dropping in. What's the squirty bottle? It's distilled peat. No, it's not pea. It's IPA. Yeah. Or the other squirt, the big squirty bottle. It's a Windex bottle, but it's not Windex that's in it. It's this awesome green solution. This is the mixture that I run in my ultrasonic. It's industrial grade, or I don't know, the concentrated simple green and distilled water. So now we're going to try and flood all that simple green back off of this board with some IPA. And then we're going to have to run the air compressor on this to dry it off and try and get anything out from under any collect any chips. So that stuff cleaned up the board better than the IPA itself was. Now we just, like I said, I just want to worry about getting that crap actually off of the board. And the rest of the board don't look bad, just this area here. I'm gonna go, well, we'll wait. I guess we'll wait. Look at that scare, right? That is scary stuff right there, man. We're gonna clean this under a scope though. Let me move that. Give me one moment, I'm gonna mute and go dry this off so it's not leaking everywhere. Alright, little dryer. Let's go under the microscope to clean that part. Is it that one? It is indeed. I don't think I have a full screen microscope. Maybe I do. What is that one? Cam link back. I'll just drag that and adjust it there. Or wait, no, that's my Sony cam. Damn it. There we go. And what are we looking at? Is that the area? I believe that is. Is it? It is. So we already had some stuff leak through. Hiding the user deletes messages too. Awesome. Oh, I can see them on. Oh, come on, man. Hot girls are waiting here. Oh my goodness. Isn't that what everybody wants? Fuck, I don't even want to touch it, but here we go. Here's the hoping. Gentle. Let's try and clean that off a little more. There's that stupid shield. I don't see anything else bad I mean, just a little dust. We can brush that off with a normal-ish broom. We have a lot of dirt around the pins of this IC, or dirt still stuck to it. We'll have to take a look at that. This is the area of interest, though, right there. Let's go back to it for a moment. Motion sickness, watch out. So what's the consensus here? Is that gonna... I think they're all gonna stay on there. The one was severely discolored. So we have a little bit of cleanup to do. Where is that bad area right there? That was the one that was severely discolored, I believe. I say everything there is good after a nice little cleaning. I don't like the look at the end of that resistor, but I'm not going to kick it off of the board because I don't have a replacement right now. And down in here is another, there was just a little bit of crap here. Here's across that SATA port. Right there. Or the SATA connector, not the port, I guess, just it's the back side of the connector, but still, it was not very clean. Corrosion is cleaned up, should prevent future problems, hopefully. Take and clean off the rest of this board quick. Give it a good brush and some IPA, brush around, and be done with that part of it. And we have to clean it up and put it back together. Get out of here with that shield. Visited before. Oh, wait, visited before blocking. I didn't get to visit. I was late to the. I didn't make the bus ride in time for that one. I was late getting there. They rolled up the sidewalk, locked the door. You know, rolled the sidewalk up and put it away before I got there. With the fast action of Mr. Chris, or whoever was blocking them. I think we can actually possibly dry up that area a little bit more friendly than a loud air compressor. Or enlist the help of cheapo. I'm going to take a moment now and look at the pins on that one IC under a scope, just because I don't want some of them like being corroded, and we had a chance with flux and an iron and everything here, the tools here, and we didn't take it, and it creates a problem for this owner in the future. That would be sad. So we'll take a moment and look at that best we can. Yo man, you gotta shut off, okay? We're not using you now, cheapo. Chill. I'm gonna say they're just a little dirty. I don't think any, yeah, there's none of that that looks like it's gonna break loose or corrode loose. Just little dust and grime on it. What do we do? Clean that? I guess we'll clean it. Use we'll use our cleaning solution on that to get it cleaned up. And this was the other one I wanted to know about, because I had some concerns that there might be something going on with it. Let's look. See that junk along the edge? I don't know. Got a little more corrosion there. Is it going to create a big problem in the near future? What do we say, people? What do we do about that? I don't think I think just a slight cleaning will be everything that we need to do. I don't see any actual corrosion. It's just gunk and grime. Although we already did hit it, and the pins are still dirtier than hell. We don't want that one. That's water. Nah, I don't think she would be impressed either. I don't think she'd be impressed. You guys got to go visit the site. That's alright. No harm. Alright, let's light it up. Yeah, see, even that's like the second or third time we cleaned that. I don't think they're gonna come any cleaner unless we start hitting it with flux and a soldering iron. And I'm not. How many bridges can we make across that thing? Let's get all the IPA and cleaner out, or get it dried up. Alright. There's a friendlier than air compressor way to dry stuff. I'll have to run away and mute. Alright, go on there. We're going to clean this up and get to work on that. We have a little bit of cleaning to do there. Oh yeah, what was I questioning? The power switch. So that power switch, I just remembered that now, just now. I gotta make out where this thing goes. I think that would be it. Certainly that would be it, right? Yeah, that was right. That's the USB ports. Look, let's take a look here before we fully get into syncing this thing back together. So we have this thing. It slides in the front and clips over that. Looking at it, let's take a look at that switch under the scope, see if we can make out. Looks like it's just worn or missing a piece. So broken up a little bit. How do we fix that? I'm going to say, without another one here, not easily. So it still does click. That's good. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw a piece of I think we can do some Captain Tape down over top of that, and that should be enough to let it work, hopefully. It still has a clicky, but it is, if I'm not mistaken, don't they have a button on them? I think they do. I'm not sure. I am not certain. Taking a break for a second here. I think they have a button on them, don't they? Anybody? Let's get our tape and see what we can do. See if we can make that thing click with the switch going in. This would be nice for that to work. Again, do I have any board with any type of button like that? No, I don't. Man, that's gonna be... I don't even know. It's going to be way too wide. That will probably be wide enough, but then we need something wider to stick on it. Something I've never done before. We're going to see if it works. Because just the edge of the switch was broken. And without trying to play with CA glue or anything like that, we're going to see if possibly a single or double layer of Captain Tape wrapped around it. And then we'll put some back here to anchor it. We'll let it start clicking again like a normal switch. Because the switch should work. The only problem with it is the little rubber. Well, as you saw, the little rubber thing on the edge and the black plastic that it was attached, glued to, or stuck, adhered to, was broken. So I flipped that back down. We got tape running over the switch. I'm going to throw another layer on there quick of the same width. And then we'll anchor it down with some other tape. See if that will work. If it clicks again, it clicks again, and I'm happy. And this kid, he's got a power button on his console. If it don't, we let him know that I'll order one in and flip it over to it when it gets here. I guess you can do the handicap thing of turning it on with the controller, but come on. There's going to be a time when you want that power button. I wanted it today. It only stands to reason somebody else would want to use it. Glad I remembered that. I would have been a little upset if I got it back together and never took a look at that switch. What do we got happening out there? I spy with my little eye. Danny, good evening. Good morning? It's one of them times for you peoples. How are you? How's the weather in Wales? You missed the bus, Danny. We had some earlier. I let chat catch you up on that though. You missed the bus to Wonderland. We're trying an unsanctioned, unqualified, don't know if it's going to work repair for a power button right now. I think at best this would be a temporary fix. I think after enough clicks on that button it's going to stop functioning completely. But let's see. Tape everything holding it back in place, minus this wire that's holding everything out of place. Yeah, we had some bots stop by. You'd have to been here. I think with enough upforce that should work. As I said, I think it's missing one of those little rubber dots that sits in the center of the switch. And that's what this part, whenever you press in, that would right up and hit that little piece. So we may have to find one of those on a switch or something, a soft switch, and put it on there. Rip the shit out of that. Yeah, I'm a little lost on what we could do with it to get it to. It kind of wants to function, like you feel it wanting to engage, and it will once in a while. I don't think bending it and melting it. We'll see if it turns it on. If it does, it does. If it don't, it don't. I'll let them know. We tried. We'll get another switch. I'm trying to think of anything else I have here that has those soft touch switches on. And I don't know of any. I mean, basically every... What, you know what? Let's take a look for a minute. Let's see what crap I got as far as volume buttons and other shit goes. And the thing is, something that's already torn apart. That's what we're really going to benefit from. Basically, we just need a way to dome that switch up more. I think I found it, possibly. It's going to require another layer of tape, but we'll do it. And hey, if they use tape in the industry, why can't we? Alright, here we go. We need a piece of tape, and we're putting that on, and it should clicky. I got one PS4 Slim here to fix, just by the way. Unconventional will get you in trouble. Yeah, it's not qualified. It actually, this wasn't even supposed to be done. Like, it's just clean it, new thermal paste. We have this, check this fan out. This had the whisper mode mod done to it. We're just getting ready to take the fan out of there in a few minutes so I can show you that closer up. But it has the whisper mode mod where you can't hear the blades spinning. It's a new mod that came out in 2021, 2022, I think. I'm not sure when it originated. Okay. Love small things that you can't see by eye easily. But yeah, just a general service cleaning and get it so it will stay on was the purpose of this visit. And he knew he had to turn it on with the controller, but I'm trying to make it so it turns on with a power button. I just don't have a donor board here to do the replacement with, or to like swap a switch over, so we're trying to make a half broken switch work. Now I have to spin that. Let's do it under the scope. Why not make it immensely tougher? Immensely tougher. Than from consoles. Yeah, no, not yet. Hey, nobody asked you. Go to sleep, man. Sleep. So here's the idea, to flip that over. I doubt we're going to be able to, but we'll give it a try. Grab this little bit of tape and stuff. Because the edge of the switch was already ripped to pieces. And there's like a little piece missing off of it, so we're going to try and get this in there to actually work. This is unconventional. Not the right way to do this for sure, but we're going to see if we can make it work regardless. There's the wider roll of tape. That's the one I was looking for and missing. So I think this is either going to fail miserably, or yes, fail spectacularly, or succeed miserably, meager at best. We'll see. Let's try. Let's get this tape on it in there close as I can get. Get out of the way. There's a little switch trigger, or our PS4 power button clip. Oh yeah, that's too high. So we went too big with it. Or possibly not. It's about in the same state it was. Well, we'll leave it there. Let's continue to clean up so we can get this thing back together and get the hell out of here for the day. This wreck. And we have to pull that fan out. That's right. I forgot about that part. This definitely had some liquid in it, like no doubt about it. Actually surprised that it worked with some of the level of corrosion that was on it. Lucky to not die. I don't know how it didn't with the amount of crap that was in it. Alright, you guys ready to see up close the whisper mode mod for this fan? We're almost there. Yeah, wow! Look at the state of that heatsink. We're going to have some straightening to do on that. Oh my god. We have fan shrapnel in the heatsink. Alright, check this one out. You got that sleek low profile. Those fan blades, you can barely hear it spinning. That's yeah. I mean, the RPMs, it goes up and you just don't hear the blades spinning at all. It's an amazing, amazing modification. Whisper mode. Keep it in mind, people, for when you need a quieter PS4. Here's what I want to know. Can I confidently unblock and straighten this enough where it's going to function and not jam up with dust? This thing got annihilated by fan shrapnel. Oh boy, the phone's going. I think I'm going to recommend a new heatsink, or at least, fucking A, dude. That's up there for killed. I don't know if we're going to do more harm trying to straighten it rather than just leave it, but I definitely recommend a new fin stack with this plate. Like, damn, get another one of those. I don't know how much they are, and I don't have any of these consoles here. I just want to open this back up so it's not letting stuff jam in it, but there's not going to be any good way to do it. Nope, we're going to clean it out. We'll try and open up a couple of those where it's really dinged shut. That's the wrong set of tools too. We need a different set of tweezers for this one. Radiator. Hey Oz. Wall life support to bleach bath off. Wow. The dirt may be holding it together. It's like a radiator from the Mustang from the 70s. Yeah. Yeah, I'll second that. Radiator from the Mustang from the 70s. Jesus. I have these wider tip tweezers that instead of trying to flatten stuff with just a tiny little point, we'll try and bend it with something that is a little wider. Oh shit, that Mustang from the 70s bit, that was good. Who said that? Screen protector? Screen protector here. Soaking some muriatic acid for a day. Bleach will do. Yeah. Fuck man, the state of this thing. This looks like I feel some days. Check. Let me rephrase that. This looks like I feel every day. Rough. It's not pretty, but you know what? Is not what it was. It's not great, but we're getting some progress. Said I really don't do, like, I don't do console work to the level of, like, for instance, Phil or anybody else that does I do them as they come in, so I don't keep a lot of spares on hand. But I would definitely recommend a new fin stack for this thing for, like, longevity of the console. But I think we can straighten it out and it gets like a regular cleaning, possibly. It'll survive. I just want to get all the spots that are like dinged shut from fan shrapnel. If we can get them opened back up. Like there was one there, one there. What do we have? Let's take a look. One spot there and there. I think we'll just clean the gunk out of there. We'll be okay. I was not expecting to do this, but when do you expect to do anything? So not as bad, eh? Gonna work with it like that, I think. Any stuff we don't need to touch, we won't. And he proceeds to touch more of the fin stack. Sorry, we had one more ding area. There we go. The important question now, can it brush? Can. There we go. Looks immensely better from this side. Right? Yes, now. And okay, I thought my light was dying, so we can trying to show you actual light through it. Let's look this way, a little more even. Not great, but it is what it is. We straightened it out. Got all the major dings out of it. It's not nice even and flat, but you can do that. Now, can we do any reattachments? There we are, back together. Where it pulled apart across the top. Side's not great, we're moving on. Let's clean this bit out a little bit and proceed with rebuilding. Who's out? Oz, you out? Enjoy your night. Or not Oz, Screen Protector Peter. Enjoy your night. Oz is saying, okay, I'm caught up. Yeah, it's functional, exactly. That's what I'm going for. The question is, do we reinstall Whisper mode? I mean, look at that mod. You know some love went into that. Jesus. I don't drink, but that makes me want to drink, man. Fucking look at that thing. Alright, give me one moment, people. I'll be right back. We'll study that modification there. Can we show what they should look like? Do I have the box? I do. I do have a little something over here. Get in there, silly. I could be mistaken for this model, but they should look a little something more like that, right? Whisper mode, loudspeaker mode, I believe. Alright, what is the consensus? Whisper mode or loudspeaker mode? Which fan are we putting in? I don't know, man. We'll flip a coin for it later. We'll flip a coin on that one in a little bit. Might as well should just take and hose this thing down, but I don't want to be here that long, so we're going for a general wipe over. I don't know, a good wash may be exactly what this thing needs. Oh. Alright, my neighbor stopped over. We had a phone on vibrate. Sorry about that. Man, I should just wash this thing quick and air dry it with the air compressor. I just don't know what we're going to run into doing that. How long is that going to take? So I'm saying the good once over. Hose it? Alright, fuck it. We'll do it. We got to take a brush, though, to scrub this shit out. He says hose it real quick. Kill it! The whole thing needs hosed. There you go. Full audio washing. ASMR. Or whatever that shit is. Alright, give me one moment. We're actually muting for this one to see if it does anything, or I'm going to dry it. Because we are 100% soaked. Alright, I think that makes us back. Loudspeaker fan. Yeah, loudspeaker's the obvious choice. We have to, so this thing stays running for this poor kid. Got most of the big water off. We're going to dry it out with this, and then I'll go back for any little remaining bits with the airline. And even doing that, even giving it a quick bath, it's still not spotless. We would have been cleaning forever the other way. So the only thing about giving it a bath, though, is then you got to get it dry if you're trying to rebuild it soon. Which I could let it sit overnight and do something tomorrow, but I think we'll get it done today. Blast all that water out of there here in a few. As soon as we get out what we can. I hate these jobs, but they gotta be done. Don't hate them, they're just, you never know what you're getting and to what extent. And it's usually never the guessed extent of, yeah, this much is gonna need done until you actually get in it. They always take a little more time too. Well, that shit's not fitting in there very well, is it now? Alright, one moment. Yes? No? Sound? Audio? Audio? We're ready to proceed. Let's go. Man. The war this thing went through. See? That's like stuck on melted plastic from disintegrating the fan. Holding this in place. So, and that's what I wanted to check. When this thing sits, how does it sit? Let's make heads or tails. It's going to have USB ports on that side, correct? Yes, disk, hard drive, power will come out, HDMI. So it's the right way that it is. I'm going to find out what we're rubbing on. Might have the solution already, hopefully. We have a burr on the edge of this fan. Let's clean that off and hopefully not break it. But check it out. Look at the burr on the edge of that blade. That's on the edge of the fan blade, so we'll check over. Take a knife and cut any of these off. I think that's what might be giving us the problem. And if we have to, clean this out and take the edges down a little. I don't think we'll have to though, hopefully. So it's dropping enough that it's going to rub. When it powers up though, isn't it going to want to magnetize back in place? I think it might. We'll try it regardless. The metal fan case bent, that's what I'm looking at now. It might be slightly. Let's give it a let's break a new fan that's bent sideways just a hair. Like if it is, it's barely off. And this is actually designed a little different, where this one is flat and dips down in. This one goes upward a little. So, I'm going to try and get these in all the same place. Because yeah, if the fan was kicked one side or another, it would make a hell of a racket. I agree. On that note, let's see. It sucks these aren't all made to the same standard either. We're getting there. It's got a slight wobble to it. We need a bit more adjustment. Which way though? Break out the Dremel, shave the case down. Yeah. We're not doing that. Look, that's in there. That's in. Like that's in and that's right side up. We'll screw it in and try it. What do we need? 2 screws go actually in the fan, correct? We follow a little arrow trail. 3. That one didn't actually go in through the top. That went through another spot. There, it goes in here, not that little metal shield from earlier. All right, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, yeah, once we screw it down, we're really back to grinding. Okay, so whenever we screwed down it, and I pressed that down, it's rubbing out there. The only thing we have to worry about is high RPMs. Is that going to let it go? Only one way to find out. Let's start building. Fuck's sake, this thing, man. Or do I have to put it? We're going to have... I put it where there was no arrow. Or sorry, they put an arrow on the fan, but it goes through the case. Give me that. And that one too. So only one screw is down here. All right. Good to know, good to know. Here's what I want to know though. When this is back together, this thing seems like it's bent to hell. Is that what, that could be where that screw goes. I don't think it goes that way, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's put it the rest of the way back together for now. We are undoubtedly, without a doubt, going to run out of screws putting this thing together because all the screws are not here. So, no Dremel needed. A pro. Yeah, a pro. Far, far, far from a pro. Oh, fuck. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. I'm looking for a drink. Oh, it's over there. Fan explosion? No, it wasn't fan explosion. It was fan modification while attempting to clean it out with the fan running. And I believe fan like full tilt because it was clogged up obviously with dust, and trying to like stick something in to clean it, and it just said, "See ya." Right, we're getting back to it. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna clean this guy off. All right, let's get our clamp on, and then we're going to cut some new thermal pads. Well, we had 4 of 8. All right, let's just get the stuff out. Go for the general thickness. Anybody have the thickness memorized offhand? What thickness it is? What are those? 1.5 or 2? I believe they are that thickness. Oh, ding ding. My phone? Yeah, it's acting weird. Whatever. We'll check one of the pads to that thickness there. You see, I'm pretty sure that's it. Let's grab one. Let's see. We can get the calipers out, but that's it. There we go. We need 8 of these. There's that. Oh my god, this thing is dinging. Unbelievable. Hook it down there. And that. That's not going to work. Two, three, four, five, 6, 7, and 8. Well, I don't know. Knife? Knife or scissors? Knife or scissors? You don't see them before Christmas. Between 1 and 2, I believe. I thought it'd be. What? Tucked up in bed. Who's that? I'm missing this chat. I'm gonna stop working and get in on chat here. I'm missing out. I gotta see what's going on. I won't slide that one. I'll slide this one. Ah, okay. I see what you guys are talking about. I do care we're there. You're there. I just have to concentrate. I don't want to go missing a finger, man. I'm extremely bad with sharp objects. Sharp objects do not work out in my favor. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Okay, that's a concentrate thing, right? You're not doing too many repairs looking like that. So, concentrate with them sharp knives, man. I didn't even see. See, look, I didn't even seriously cut in this area. There we did. Let's pull all the plastic, hopefully. Let me start lifting these little thermal pad things off of here. Look at that precision level of cutting. This right here, that cutting expertise, that's where they got the idea for making squares for building stuff. Let's get everything square. Now the question is, are they going to separate from each other? Did I cut them enough that they'll separate? Let's find out. And this is why we take that off ahead of time. What was on there? A few more to go. A few more to go. Get on there, silly. What are you doing? Old guy wrestles thermal pad to extreme boredom. You know what? I tune in to live streams a lot when I'm working because I can actually, I can't watch along, but if I'm typing in chat, that means I'm stopped at a stop sign or red light. And actually, that's for anybody's stream. Any stream I happen to be watching Thursday through Sunday from like 3 p.m. to 10, 11 at night, Eastern Time. I'm usually typing when I'm at a red light or stop sign or not driving at all, but the rest of the time I usually try and listen in over Bluetooth. And the odd occasion where I have to swipe a card, it kills my Bluetooth audio, but it comes back after the card swipe's done. Yeah, that's how I follow along. Alright, lovely. Look at it. Perfect. Now I just gotta put this shit away. Yes. There we are. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm not, because we don't have that stupid little screw hole. Like, that's not a thing. We just don't have it. That little portable screw hole dealy, yeah, doesn't exist here. Let's set this off to the side, take a moment and use some cleaning services on this thing. nothing changed because it usually cooks on. There's all the corrosion around the edges of the hard drive. Yeah, maybe slightly different, I don't know. Somebody can rewind the VHS tape and find out. Fallout? It's supposed to start full time. Fall out of the job, maybe? I don't know. You guys are talking. That's entertainment, Chris. Not seen this time in a while apart from the No Sleep Monday. What No Sleep Monday? Oh, for you, no sleep, you mean? Yeah, I agree, man. It's a shitty thing, sir. Hopefully, with some type of resolution inbound with a new place. That would be awesome. Fingers crossed on that one for you, sir. Fuck, man, what got in this thing? Looks like Pepsi? Dr. Pepper? Something sticky. Of course, the way it corroded, it looks like it could be more of a cola. I don't know. Anything sitting long enough, I think, is corrosive. Yeah, it's entirely shit. So it does, yeah, definitely shit, Danny. I agree. Hopefully things start looking up for Mr. Chris. What? See, nah, what's this terminology? You guys can't go using these fucking sayings from other cultures and countries and peoples. I don't understand that. You gotta translate, Mr. Chris. Yeah, no, definitely. Losing a dead weight like that, the only direction you can go is up when you drop an anchor, man. The ship will sail on. You don't want no fucking anchor like that hanging around anyway. Personally, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but you know. I don't know, I found that out that in life some people, when you end up helping them more than they help you, it's a weird situation. And I don't know if that was that situation. I'm just saying in my experience. I've had a few of those situations where I ended up helping people like way more. Like I'd never even asked for help. That I was getting calls often to help out or this or that when I'd never actually asked some of these particular people for help. And that, yeah, I don't have time for that type of stuff these days. All right. Kind of an improvement. I just hope the damn thing works after all that cleaning. What do we got to do? What are we missing here? Fucking aging monkey brain is assembling this thing very wrongly. Very wrong. Okay, so a screw will go there. Let's put some in where we know we can put them. How about that? While we're here to hold our shield on. We can't do the portable screw hole because that's just MIA. It didn't come in with the console. And to be fair, I never liked the portable screw hole that Sony had in these things. We actually can't sink too many of these screws in either because we won't have any for the other side. And basically what I have is there. I don't have many spares. Let's use up some of the ones for the plastic hole. That's a plastic hole. That is That should almost be a plastic hole, but it's not. It's a fine thread one. I fucking hate this. I hate this stupid shield. Fine thread, plastic. Does it not make into question 20 plus years too, though? Friends of trying to catch up here. Yeah. Yeah, I was reading that all wrong. I'm like, oh yeah, I was starting to agree too. Like, yeah, never been honest and kind. You've never been honest and kind, Chris. Nothing but, actually, yeah. Me and Danny had to rethink that for a minute. Holy shit. Fuck. How many screws don't we have for this system? Jesus. I still gotta put that stupid Wi-Fi wire back in on the other side too as well. What a nuisance. What a nuisance. Look at this. I don't even know, man. I think alignment peg, is it there? It is there. We just ain't got the portable screw hole, man. So sad. So sad. Alright, what do we gamble one more on this side right there? Possibly. We're running low. I'm going to save some for the other side. They're not always important, is all that. Let's thread some black ones in. We got to change drivers for that, though. Fuck, I can't work with that thing. Get out of here. Oh, boy. Yeah, you can't do full-time YouTube yet. It'll be great when you can, though, man. I look forward to seeing content coming out. Alright, it has a stopping point. Cool. Man, I'm getting real nervous about this here. I think that's a torque screw, so let's put that one in there. Like, I know one goes there, but we're gonna have nothing for the other side. Let's try and use up some of this crap that we have floating around, these little metal screws. Alright, we have one more black we're going to use. I don't think I have another. Yeah, I don't have one. for that. We should though, because I didn't put it in, did I? We should have it sitting somewhere. Or no, I did put it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. We'll see if I can come up with something for it. If not, no harm. Is there? Okay. Worries alleviated. I thought that was going to be a screw that just went into the motherboard, and I just didn't notice it, but no, it didn't. It goes through to an empty spot in the case, so that's good. That one there. I really want something in there to keep that from rattling, because any little metal like that is going to buzz loose, make you about crazy. So let's find a screw from my bin that has some type of threading, coarse thread. Got to have something floating around. Or no, it's not going to be a coarse. Is it a coarse thread? Kind of coarse thread. Okay, yeah, we have something like that here. Let me grab something out of the bin. Fixed till broken. That's the way to do it. Which 1S is that, Chris, that you're gonna kill dead? Have you worked on that before? Is this new? Is this new stock that you're gonna kill dead? Look at that. It's not silver, but it's the same type of screw, just black. Like it was sitting there waiting for us. We're gonna pull out a second one, just cause too. And we need one for there, I believe. It should be this. Right through the motherboard. No, but it went in there. Perfect. That works. I like it. Okay, let's skip the rest of this side for now. Perhaps plug a fan in while we're here. What a nuisance. Maybe trimming something down. We're gonna wait and turn it on. Let's see, let the fan settle. See if the magnets pull it to where it's supposed to be while it's running. I doubt it, but fuck, this thing is rough too. Shit, I forgot about it. I forgot about it. Alright, we're going to hit it with some air quick. Okay, we've unclogged our furry friends. Does that hit? Does that hit with some air quick? Yes. Yeah. It should have muted, but if it didn't, I'm sorry. I tried. We tried to mute it from this side. I got a malfunctioning brain and an even more malfunctioning mute button. Oh, that's right. I forgot I did have that up. Let's, what is that thing? There's that. Yeah. We'll flip to a different view. We hit this with some air too quick to get our furry little friends out of there. I don't think it's possible now. I mean, I guess it could have bounced around the system. Fan shrapnel till it got in here, but none was actually in this unit, so hooray! Alright, it's not perfect, but it's functional for what we want to do with it. Fucking dust. Hit with air. This is going to stay dirty on that side. Let's move this in. I think, yes, no? Something like that, right? Just throw it in there. It's good. Trace repair. Oh, it muted? Okay. What, told you, man, I'm distracted. I always listen to this conversation in my head. These two guys arguing about biscuits and scones and what they are and what they ain't and which one's which. That usually mutes out most stuff, but not my broken mute button. Fuck, how does this thing go now? Think, 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 think. Where does it go? Alright, score. Cookies, can't forget the cookies. What the fuck is that? Put those in the other side. I think we have 1 or 2 screws to contain this power supply, so I do. Where the hell did it go? Who knows? Excuse me if I overfind that thing again. Is it on my... I might have actually torn it back apart and put those in it where they were supposed to go. I'll look for it for a minute. If I can't find it, oh well, no major loss. But I have this thing that I had 2 PlayStation 4 screws in. It would probably net me 1 more screw for the power supply, but if I can't find it, no worries. It's leaving with the same, actually more screws than it came in with. So, beat that. You can't. That's right. Yeah, no, it's MIA. I don't know where the hell I put that thing. I'm looking, I don't see it. It should be well within arm's reach of this station, and it's not. Which means, moved it, doing something else? I don't know. I'll probably find it right after we put this together. I'll find it, and then it's too late to put the screws in. Alright, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3. If we use that there, that takes 1 of our power supply screws. That I don't even think it's a power supply screw, but it could be. We're going to have to find that thing, or at least 2 more of these Torx type screws, because that's, unless, am I being stupid? No, that screws in there, and there, and then the long ones. So we'll have 1 to screw through in the back, and we're going to have to keep 1 of these for now. And then we'll look for those screws quick here in a minute. Least favorite part. I hate playing with these stupid ribbon cables. Not hard or a challenge, just vertical sockets when they could have been horizontal. Come on, Sony. Alright, clipped on. What else? This. Okay, so now is where we need to figure out this is where 1 Torx screw was. And which one doesn't go to the portable screw hole? It would be this one. Okay. These are mostly laptop screws. I'm going to take a quick scan through for some coarse thread. There are the few occasional coarse threaders. Let's see if that'll thread. And then at least is one more in the power supply. It might actually be too big. Yeah, we're not going to force that. A little smaller here, people. What? 42. My dyslexia says that it says 24 up there, right? You're not doing typos, Chris. It's 24 on that screen, right? If I read that backwards, or if I was to read it correctly. Yeah, I would probably have drawers of screws. I really don't piss with these things too often. Really ever. I think that's going to be too fucking small. Let me see what size thread's on this thing so I know what I'm looking for, because I'm just stabbing in the dark here. Alright, so a little bigger than that, and about like that. I actually think we might be in the wrong bin. I think we might need the other one. I'm going to throw another minute into looking for any screws in all this mess. Those are both too big, I can tell. Well, no harm done. Alright, over it. We have one. That's all we really wanted, was that one. I think we can get 2 off of there. 3, 4. They're going to be coarse threaded like the silver screws, but they're just not going to be Torx. But they will have the right shank size or thread pattern, or the thread, right coarseness and threading to go in there. Should. We'll see. Hopefully I didn't just unplug my modem. I'll know real quick if I did. 24 is correct. Oh, I wish. Fuck, I wish, man. There you go. It's not Torx, but it does wind in fairly easy. This one's a little stripped, so we'll put him where we can get to him easy if need be. There's that. That one's going to be too big. I need one more of that size, people. One more with that smaller size. Maybe that will work. I doubt it. You just can't like it when a power supply is yeah, no, that's the right thread pattern. I don't like it when a power supply is bouncing around freely with like literally one screw in it. I guess, well, no, it would be one or two possibly due to that. Not much we can do about this. The portable screw hole's missing unless I want to take and put something there and thread into it, but I'm not too anxious to make one of those, so be it. Let's brush out the bottom case and continue, see if we can get this thing to boot, see what kind of damage we're looking at for our fan, how much modifying we have to do still to get that thing to work. You know what I didn't put in? There's a ribbon cable missing right here for... Alright, let's do it. Where's that stupid ribbon cable? Goes there. We just gotta locate it, that's all. So it's gonna run from the switch, around and up. Let's go. Alright, there we go. A little bit of dirt. Not too bad. Alive and well. Let's make sure. Wow, this thing was... I don't think I did anything to it. This thing was rough. It's not going to be that way. Could be that way. I don't think that end going up is right, but we'll... Not a chance. Fuck, did this thing get bent? That would come through. I'm not sure what all the twisting and turning's about, though. You know what? It's getting plugged in, and that's that. Oh, alright. Nice using Xbox controller screws for future reference. Yeah, I have some, but they're in the Xbox controller. I didn't want to tear it apart. Thank you though. I mean, I probably wouldn't have thought of that in a year. So thank you for reminding me on that one. Okay, hard drive's in. That is a metal thread screw. I don't know how so many screws were lost. No, I know how, but I don't. Just put them aside. Put them in a baggie. Do something. Something other than lose them. Alright people, what thread count is this? A CD-ROM? Like in the computer world? It is. It's not a Sony branded screw, but it threads in. What's that? Eject? That's an eject button. There we go. And this piece of shit that's not going to work for nothing. Guaranteed almost not to work. Yeah, switch mod. At least he has a way to turn it on. We'll get one in and do the swap over at some point. Just I don't have one tonight, so. We attempted, we failed. Move on. Danny had to leave us? Oh my goodness. I'm sad about that. Like when Danny's hanging out. Hey man, you never know. It could be 24. Just saying. Just saying. Dude, that is such a super thin piece of plastic. Oh well, here we go. Let's turn it on. Let's hope it still works. Let's get some HDMI. That took my chat. Not that there's a whole lot of chatting going on right now. What are we missing? It'd be so cool to hit that and it works. Alright, so we got some modifying to do on this fan. Sad but true. Or just tell them don't set it up or don't set it the other way. But we can't do that. We need to modify. Ben-ass fan. Yeah, aging monkey brain, man, for sure. It fucking malfunctions. That sucks. I gotta dick with that. I'm gonna turn this thing right back off as soon as I remember where I set the controller. There it is. You off. Turn off, man. That needs to like severely go up, and I'm afraid that every time we're gonna clamp our motherboard back down, it's gonna press it back down to where it's gonna scrape. So only option, I think we're gonna have to do a separate live stream. I'm not gonna keep going on this. We do have it new thermal paste and whatnot. The only other thing to do is take and clean that out, but then that's going to affect your airflow, and that I don't want to do. That's horrible that that is just that much off, that it does not want to go. Yep, here we go. Got to get back to the fan. What do we have to do to get to it? We only need one screw out of the power supply, and it's the one that comes up through and holds this shield. That thing's getting annoying anyhow. That fan sound, you gotta love it, but I don't. We can do all this without that, I believe. What else do we need out of this fucking thing out of the way? See, I'm not convinced that it's going to work, because as soon as we clamp down with our X clamp onto the board, and then especially this top one, and move that whole sandwich together layer down, it's going to press right into the fan. There's just no way. I mean, even looking in here and pressing, you can tell it's up. There's no flex. It's uptight against the underside of the motherboard tray, unless the whole motherboard tray is bent, and that I don't doubt. But Man has such a tight tolerance, and as much drop as that fan has. How do we adjust the drop on that fan? We don't. Other than flexing it or cleaning the edge of the blades off. I don't want to get into that. You know how easy we can unbalance it? What do I do here? I say I get another fan. But I could be wrong on that one. Let's flip this back to my computer so I can see again. We're going to get it together and get it running on the premise of it can't be set flat for right now. I still need to make sure that it stays on over time. That's what it didn't do. So we're going to try to make sure of that. Let it run something overnight, possibly. I don't know. Because just playing doesn't seem to be enough. Seems like I really need to get the system hot. I'm not worried about that. Fuck it, we'll put it in. What I'm more worried about is the fan. I think I can get... I might have another that doesn't drop as far. This is a new one. I didn't want to put a used one in, but I still have to dig out the used one if I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to do it right now. We're going to put this just together for looks right now, and we're definitely going to have to do something about the fan before anything else is done. All right, perfect. Perhaps, yeah, I haven't. We just let it run till it scrapes itself, where it's not. Yeah, that would be an awful, awful noise. Now we're gonna stand it up on edge and have it run overnight, or run something anyways. Play. What's hard on these? It's like I know how to stress test the computer, but actually stress testing the console, I haven't a clue. Sad about the button. Shit. Let's see if we can get a disc in and out now. That would at least be some type of improvement. I'm saying that disc ain't coming out. That's going to be another manual eject. unrecognized disk, so we're having disk problems as well. I didn't put it in upside down. Not silly here. Back. Oh boy, it creeps out. I bet if we sat here and put this disc in and out 1,000 times, we could probably get it working. Yeah, it's fairly scratched up and dinged. Yeah, I'm gonna end this. I think we got to do something about the fan. If I have to sign into my account or use the owner's account to get a game plan, I need something going on so that we know it's going to stay on. That was the major problem, that it didn't want to stay on for him. It wasn't cooling after a while. Does it not? Do these things not? Are they DVD players? Can they play regular DVDs? Is that a thing? What the fuck is this mess? So we keep getting unrecognized discs, which I don't know about. Just run some high detailed video from YouTube should be good enough. Think so. Yeah, I'll have to do the YouTube app. I don't know if I can do it with a guest. Yeah, every disc is coming back unrecognized. So I don't know if this behavior is normal for him. I'm going to have to ask. I don't know how to get a hold of him right now because I have to get a hold of him when he's in at work. So to be resolved, ask him last time he played a game with it, and so that may be a future stream to get it sorted. Right now, what did I do? Did I pull a stupid? Yeah. We're gonna save our discs. That definitely 100% needs cleaned out. So we'll have to pull it back apart, get the drive out, and then go on from there with it. Let's see what we can do. I don't think I can do much as a guest, can I? Like, I don't think I can really do anything as a guest. Honestly, I think that I'm going to be severely limited. downloads incoming. So I can't do much, depending what's on here. Oh, fuck's sake. Tell me this is gonna work. How bad is this internet browser? What is that? Still say we're running through a browser. Wow, what a clunky experience. What do we got in chat? Trouble is where that liquid damage I just think is the Renaissance are selling for the disk drive. Could be wrong. Yeah. I was thinking that as well. And that's what I didn't test the disk drive. Did I test it? I did put the disk in, but it didn't do. It was unrecognized. So how the fuck do we type in this thing, man? Not like that. That's for sure. This is a clunky experience at best. Oh, insanely high. I guess I could put anything on. I want to put on something that wasn't mindless and stupid. Oh, hey, we can go now. Actually, let's do this. I was going to type fast now, but let's clear. We'll find some long content. Look how great all these thumbnails load. That's what I mean. This is, I can't even believe you would take and put out. Oh my god, we got a thumbnail. Fuck, man. This is about the clunkiest experience I've ever seen for an internet browser. Shit, man. You would think that you would want people to use your console. God damn. Let's see if we have any options. We're hitting play. Unmute that because I don't want anybody else's Was I muted? I was muted. All right, let's sum this up real quick. Listen to this. All right, so we can't set it the right way. The fan drops too far. What I basically said when I was showing this was, this fan, you can see you can pull it. It has a little drop, but even when you pull it here, I mean, we're missing the whole weight of the blades. It still goes back upward. The other fan that's in there, you can pull it like that as well, and it pulls further, okay? But when you pull it further, and maybe I wasn't muted, maybe I muted as I closed this, and I already said this. As you pull it, it pulls further, but also when the fan's in there installed how it should be, like in this orientation, that fan drops. It doesn't have that magnetic back upward. So it could be weak magnets. It's not keeping it in place. Manufacturing of it could be cheap. I don't know. All I know is it's not going to work as is, and if it's modifying the case, modifying the fan, or getting another fan, we're going to get another one instead of going with a used one. I have a used one here, but I'm not throwing a used fan in a console for somebody. I would prefer it be new. We're going to go that route, unless like I go through like 2 or 3 more fans and they all make noise. We'll throw the used one in that doesn't make noise. Other than that, we're going to end it. I think I said this unmuted, but who knows. We'll see you next time, people. Thank you. We have to check with the owner on this as well. But hey, we'll see you soon.